Every once in a while you have great success, and today is one of those days. It has been 3 weeks since I gathered some red maple seeds and stuck them in a tray and left them outside. Look at what happened. If you want to see what I did, stay tuned. I'll go through that right now. So these particular seeds fell from a Sienna Glen maple that I have in my yard, and it's absolutely beautiful in the fall with orange and red fall color. I'll put some video in here. So I decided to give it a try. In some cases, there's question on whether or not you should cold stratify the seeds. That should you leave the tail on? Should you take the tail off? So let's go through exactly what I did. So the first thing I did is I went out and just simply picked the seeds up. It was early May and I think it was going to rain, so I very quickly gathered as many of them as I could. I just grabbed a basic plastic cup I had laying around the nursery, maybe my daisy maybe my sour cream container you see in many of my videos. Anyway, I just put it in there and set it aside. So they sat in the greenhouse, not cold, not in the cold, not in water, not in a baggie, open atmosphere for 2 days. And I thought, well, I just couldn't get to it. So then I took them and I did my own potting mix, and I mixed up a batch of 50% peat moss and 50% perlite, and I filled my 50 cell tray. And these are deep cell trays, and these are really hard plastic, so they can be reused over and over again. I'll link these in the description below, and I've used them several times. So for rooting trees, whether you plant it from seed or not, having this deeper cell is nicer. There's several other flowers that would love this seed tray, like poppies, for example, that have a deep taproot. So they're kind of nice to have on hand, and I think I got 10 of them. 10 of them, and this is what I got left. I'll link these in the description below. All right, so all I did was pick up seeds off from my nursery mat here. So let's look around and see if I can find any that may still be viable. And what you want are the ones that are fatter. So let's look down here. This one looks fat, but I can feel that this one looks fat, but I can feel that it is not fleshy. Let's just tear that casing off. Take a look. It's kind of brown, so I wouldn't use this one because it's actually not viable. So I don't know the probability that I'm actually going to find any. I'm just going to grab a bunch of them here if they feel solid. See, they're spongy, so that ain't going to work. So I've got a little video of ones that were green, and I'm going to plug that image in here now. So now we're going to zoom in and I'm going to show you kind of the anatomy of the seed. And I think the seed's probably viable for a few weeks on the ground, depending on the weather. So you may be able to gather them later, but I'm telling you this now because you still may have some seeds on the ground. Here are the seeds that I brought in. I'm just going to open these up. I don't think these are viable. They feel spongy. You can see how the center is brown. So I don't believe that's viable. Yeah, oh, look at, maybe it is. I stand corrected. It's still green somewhat on the center. You see that? So it may be that still has some life in it. I prefer to get them a little bit sooner. So these would have dropped maybe more recent. But you see how that's green? Because it's spongy, I don't know if it works as good. But the other ones that I planted were hard. They were really hard and firm. These may be rotting a little bit. But this is what you want. You want it to have a green center. So when I stuck the seeds, all I did is I broke these tails off and I stuck them in the tray. So we'll take a closer look at that tray now. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, now is a great time to do that. Now, sugar maple may be a little bit different. I've only got one mature sugar maple in my yard, and I didn't try to do it this way. And I don't have any seeds coming this year. Sugar maples tend to only produce seeds every 2 to 3 years. So I'm probably going to have to wait till next year to get seeds, and then I'm going to try this again because I really like doing this. So my process in a nutshell was to grab the seeds, break the tail off, shove them down in the compost, and then I watered them. And then I set the tray under one of my plant benches outside so they weren't in the greenhouse. I will go through my pictures and videos and see when I first saw them sprout, but I think it was within 10 days I saw them sprout. And we are 3 weeks in, so we're 21 days in. So it wasn't too long, maybe even sooner. Maybe it was only 7 days and I seen that they had sprouted, which I was pretty excited because I just didn't know if they needed to be cold stratified, but apparently this variety does not. So if you have anything with a red maple blend. I also tapped these trees in the spring in very end of February to try to make maple syrup. So I got sap out of them, and I was able to do that, and I got great tasting syrup out of it. So I'm going to hand hold the camera, and we're going to take a look down underneath here. But these look pretty good. I think every single cell in this tray, it's a 50 count tray, has got a tree in it except for one cell. This is the only cell that doesn't have a tree in it. And some of the cells I think have 2 seeds in it. So I went through and I put 1 seed in each one of these. I just used my own potting mix. This is 50% peat and 50% perlite. That's all I did. So just a light and fluffy mix when I put it in the tray. Here you can see the second set of leaves are starting to come. And I think when this gets to be, I think once I have the second full set of leaves on them, I will pot these up into a 1 gallon. I really don't think it's going to have big enough roots on it to do that now. I have a few seedlings that have that second set of leaves. Again, this has been 3 weeks. Only been 3 weeks. And so it's pretty amazing. You can see how the leaves are kind of have a little bit of a red hue to them as well, which is interesting when they're coming. You can't always tell that, but so this is a cross between a red maple and a silver maple. And you can see there's a little bit of difference in these first leaves, the primary leaves. Some of them look a little bit different. But it'll be interesting to see. So I strongly suggest collecting some seeds and trying this yourself. Even though I'm standing in a greenhouse, I didn't grow them in the greenhouse. This is just my shelter to get out of the wind. These grew outside, so you can do this at home. If this video is helpful, give us a thumbs up so YouTube knows to share this content with others. Also consider subscribing so you don't miss any of our other great videos. If you like propagation videos, check this playlist next. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.